If you want to learn inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry and physical chemistry in small pieces while targeting one concept every day, if you want to command the complex problems of JEE Advanced, NEET and JEE Mains with the small videos of 5 to 10 minutes, then you are most welcome in my YouTube channel Chemistry by DP Singh. In today's video, I'll discuss chemical bonding and two small concepts of chemical bonding, non-polar molecule and polar molecules. And you will be surprised enough that immediately after these two simple concepts, I'll discuss a problem of JEE Advanced 2020. Most of the time you must have listened from your friends or from your colleagues or from your teachers that JEE Advanced is very tough. My dear students, I would like to tell you that it is really not tough, as it is being projected or it is being shown among the students. And with the help of these two simple concepts, when you will be solving the question of JEE Advanced 2020, so you will develop a confidence that yeah, I can also get selected in IIT, and IIT JEE Advanced is not very tough. So let's start. First of all, I would like to show you the question, what we are going to cover. So this is the question. Consider the following compounds in liquid state: O2, HF, H2O, NH3, H2O2, CCl4, CHCl3 and C6H5Cl. When a charged comb is brought near their flowing stream, how many of them show deflection as per the following figure? So out of these molecules, which one will show deflection with the charged comb? That is the question. Question is very simple. And the concept is also very simple. You know that charged particles attract the charged particles. So in terms of chemistry, in terms of chemical bonding, the molecules which are polar in nature have the charge and they can show the deflection with the comb. So let me explain you. First of all, I'll discuss non-polar molecule. So I'm going to show you one figure. You can see very clearly that these are two atoms and there is a nucleus. Both of the atoms are having same nuclear charge. Because they are having same nuclear charge, so they are having same tendency to take shared electron pair towards itself. This is what is called as electronegativity. Means if two atoms are equally electronegative, then shared electron pair will not move towards any one of the atom and it will remain in between. It means it will not develop any kind of charge and will be considered as non-polar. So you can see that here there are two hydrogen atoms bonded through one single bond, which is the shared electron pair in between them. Both hydrogen are equally electronegative. Their electronegativity is 2.2, 2.2. And since they are equally electronegative, so that's why their resultant dipole moment will be 0. If their resultant dipole moment is 0, it means then they will be considered as non-polar molecule. So the concept is very simple. We have to see two simple things, that if there are two same atoms, then they will not develop the charge and their dipole moment will be 0. The dipole moment is the criteria for identifying the polarity of a molecule. Now let me discuss the polar molecules. So again I am going to show you one figure which will give you a clarity. Now again these two atoms are bonded with one common electron pair. Now you can see that the atom in the left hand side is having plus E charge and the atom in the right hand side is having plus 17 E charge in the nucleus. So one which will be having higher nuclear charge will try to take shared electron pair towards itself up to greater extent. What does it mean? It means one which will be more electronegative will try to take the shared electron pair towards itself and develop the charge. So let me show you that here HCl is there, hydrogen is having electronegativity 2.2 and Cl is having electronegativity 3.16. So Cl is more electronegative than hydrogen. So what it will do? It will try to take the shared electron pair towards itself. As soon as the shared electron pair will be shifted towards Cl, it will develop negative charge and hydrogen will have positive charge. So that's why now you can see that HCl is having negative and positive charge. So this is a polar molecule. So if a molecule is polar, then it will be having its resultant dipole moment. So you can see that in case of HCl, the resultant dipole moment is 1.05 dBi, which is D. So HCl is a polar molecule and it will be attracted towards the COM. So now I have just given you a very simple and clear idea what are polar molecules, what are non-polar molecules. And just based on these two simple concepts, we are going to solve the question of JEE Advanced 2020. So you are really going to enjoy. So now I will be taking all the molecules which were mentioned in the question. So first of all, let me tell you that how exactly the polar molecules behave with a charged COM. You can see that negative charge is there on the COM, and as soon as the HCl molecule comes near to that, so it interacts from hydrogen side with the COM. Hydrogen is having positive charge, Cl is negative charge. So that's why all the molecules which are having positive negative charge will get stuck with the COM. This was the core concept which was expected to be used for solving the JEE Advanced question. Now let's take one by one all the molecules, that how exactly they are showing the behavior towards the charge COM, and then at the end I will show you what is the correct answer. So first of all, let me take O2 molecule. You can see that both oxygen atoms are same. So that's why both are equally electronegative, and because they are equally electronegative, so their resultant dipole moment will be 0 and they are non-polar molecule. So we can say that O2 is a non-polar molecule, so that's why it will not be deflected towards the charge COM. Again, let's move on the next molecule, that is HF. So in case of HF, fluorine is more electronegative than hydrogen, so that's why it will take shared electron pair towards itself. As soon as it will take shared electron pair towards itself, it will develop negative charge and positive charge. So HF is a polar molecule and it will show deflection towards the charge COM. So we can say that HF is a polar molecule and its dipole moment is 1.78 dBi, and it is a polar molecule, so that's why it will be deflected towards the charge COM. Let's move again towards another molecule. This is water molecule. Again, let us see that what happens with H2O. You know that oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen again. It will again try to take shared electron pair towards itself. As soon as it will take shared electron pair towards itself, it will again develop the partial negative and partial positive charge on it. As soon as water molecule will develop partial negative and partial positive charge on it, so it shows that it is a charged molecule, and its resultant dipole moment is 1.85 dBi. It means it is a polar molecule. So if it is a polar molecule, it will be deflected towards the charged COM. Again, let's move on the new molecule, that is your NH3. Again, you can see that in NH3, nitrogen is more electronegative than hydrogen, and it will try to take the shared electron pair towards itself, because of which nitrogen will develop partial negative charge and hydrogen will develop partial positive charge. So overall, it will also be having resultant dipole moment greater than 0, or we will be saying that since its resultant dipole moment is 1.47 dBi, so it is a polar molecule. This particular molecule will also be deflected towards the charged COM. Again, let's move towards another molecule. This is H2O2. In case of H2O2, again there are two polar bonds, OH and OH, and because oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen, so it will try to take the shared electron pair towards itself. Because of this reason, oxygen will develop the partial negative charge and hydrogen will develop partial positive charge. So we can say that again H2O2 is a polar molecule. When you will find out the resultant dipole moment of H2O2, it is 2.26 dBi, and it is also a polar molecule. So this will also be deflected towards the charge COM. Let's move again to the next molecule. This is CCl4. You know that chlorine is more electronegative than carbon, so that's why again it will try to take the shared electron pair towards itself. Again, there will be the development of partial charge on chlorine and carbon. But here there is one important thing which you should note down. That is, what you are seeing in the vertical direction, that CCl bond is having one dipole moment and three CCl bonds are having dipole moment in three different directions. So all these three dipole moments which are in the opposite direction means you can say vertically CCl single bond and 3 CCl resultant downward direction will cancel out each other, and because of that reason, however the CCl4 is having negative and positive charge, but its resultant dipole moment will be 0. That is an important thing which has to be noted from IIT JEE advanced point of view. And because of this reason, this is a non-polar molecule. So CCl4 is a non-polar molecule which will not be deflected in the electric field, and that's why it will not be deflected towards charged comb. Again, let's move towards CHCl3. Now, you know that Cl is again more electronegative than carbon. So Cl will take the shared electron pair towards itself. Again, there will be the development of partial negative charge on the Cl and partial positive charge on carbon, but one thing has to be noted that there is no counter force which can just cancel out or reduce the effect of these three dipole moments which are acting downward direction. So if I discuss, so I'll be saying that CHCl3 is having CHCl3 is a polar molecule and its dipole moment is 1.04 dBi. So this is a polar molecule. This will again be deflected towards the charge comb in the electric field. So this is again a polar molecule. Now we take the example of benzene. This is a molecule of benzene. You know that in benzene, which is a hydrocarbon, all the carbon hydrogen bonds are considered as non-polar bonds. Hydrocarbons in general are considered as non-polar bond because of very small difference of electronegativity between CH bond. So that's why they are considered as non-polar molecules. So I can say that resultant dipole moment is 0 in case of benzene. So it is a non-polar molecule. And if it is a non-polar molecule, it will also not be deflected in the electric field or towards the charge comb. Then again, this is chlorobenzene. You see that 5 bonds are CH bonds, means hydrocarbon bonds. So there will not be any polarity in those bonds, but Cl is more electronegative than carbon, so it will take the shared electron pair towards itself. Because of that reason, Cl will occupy partial negative charge and carbon will occupy partial positive charge. Due to this reason, this chlorobenzene is a polar molecule and its resultant dipole moment is 1.5 dBi. Because of this reason, chlorobenzene is a polar molecule and this will be deflected in the electric field and it will move towards the charge comb. So if we sum up the complete process, or again if we try to discuss the JEE Advanced 2020 question, so you can see that there were 9 molecules were given, and out of these 9 molecules I have classified them as polar molecules. So HF was a polar molecule, H2O was a polar molecule, NH3 was a polar molecule, chlorobenzene was a polar molecule, H2O2 was a polar molecule, and CHCl3 was a polar molecule. So out of these 9, 6 molecules are polar molecules. So that's why the correct answer for JEE Advanced 2020 is 6. If you give your valuable suggestion and feedback in the comment box, and you just give me another situation which you find very complex, which you find very tough, I would like to make it simple for you. Thank you so much, dear students. See you again in my next video.